Some people's attention turns towards Shin and the really deep black blade that he's carrying that seems to suck in all the light around it.
Well, it's only a counterpoint to the one that Gregory's got.
That's true.
Oh, you got a little pickaxey thing, doesn't he, Gregory?
Yeah, that's right. Because I don't think anybody actually saw what happened last time. I think Vorak might have seen it as he came bursting back through the window to help his fucking sister out, whatever he did. But I don't know if anybody else actually saw Gregory's.
I don't think I did, because I was...
You'd have had your back to him, wouldn't you?
No, I was unconscious until people healed me the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. And
'Cause he
Vorak
carried me
probably,
out to-
Vorak would probably just like, oh, it's just stuff that's happening. Yeah, I don't know if anybody... I think Vorak might have like seen it in his periphery as he burst into the room to see what the fuck was going on.
I definitely saw it, because I was here, and
Yeah.
Shin was there, and the bullet was there.
Oh yeah, you definitely saw Shin. You definitely
I saw it. I fucking saw
Although
it.
actually, I think you're unconscious at the minute, right?
No, I was not unconscious before he stepped into the room, because he jumped through the window or something.
Yeah, but are you unconscious now? I can't remember what.
No, because they healed me.
Right.
What's that thing for prone though? Is that because something landed on you or something?
I think that's because. Yeah, I think
the
that's left
bullet,
over. I think that's.
the bullet landed directly on me. That's why I took so much.
Oh yeah, because they
damage.
can knock you over and shit, can't they? Is that?
Yeah. But
So-
if you see, Borgin healed me, and
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
so I am standing. Well, barely.
Oh, the dust is settling. What do people want to do?
Where's Shin? He's over there. Well, he has a prone thing on him as well.
I think he also got knocked down. I think he might got knocked down by falling rubble though. I can't remember.
Me neither.
Is he conscious?
Everyone's
Very
conscious, yeah. It's just
Oh yeah,
it was
because
just whether they fell on the rubble or stuff and fell on them.
What's this red
Huh?
line again?
Cool.
the light coming out of the tower, I think, which probably isn't now in there. Thinking about it,
It's gone. There's no light.
it was just to show that there was a light source from the tower that kind of radiated out to that point for people
Okay.
that couldn't see. I think,
Okay.
but the tower's collapsed, so
Well, how did we get all our gear? Because it was all of our gear was inside because we were asleep.
well, I don't know. I'm guessing you were wearing it all because you were fucking using it.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
not
where
the
the bag
not the portable hole and stuff. That's inside still.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh wait, no, it's actually Worm's got it in his pocket.
is it not just inside? Is it not just inside Sir Gregory somewhere, like in his foot or something?
No, I think it is on. It's on Worm.
Imagine Worm just sleeps. Oh, is the hole in your pocket?
Yeah.
Because you just hold it. You can
Like
fold
a
it like a
handkerchief.
can't you?
Yeah.
I don't know where the bag is. I guess it's somebody just grabbed the bag. When
The bag is on his belt.
Oh, so don't
Just
worry about it.
It's all of our bag sleeping things and stuff. Cooking.
Oh, right. Vorak will go and start digging through the rubble and see if we can find it. He's fine, apparently. He didn't get hurt at all.
No, it was just weird.
Found it. There you go. Got all your sleeping stuff. Oh, got inside your girlfriend as
It's
well.
all, it's
Don't
all
do
covered
that.
in, it's all covered in dust now and stuff.
Oh,
It really
God.
itchy.
I'll go and shake it off right here.
No, you got to do it. You want to do it just there.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off here. So anyway, what would you like to do now that we're actually
Point
playing?
at Shin.
D&D?
I'm not gonna go. You. Why do you have that blade? Grandma said that was bad. Why do you have it?
It makes me feel stronger.
and fucking shove him. Like,
Are you going to let us shove you?
I'm gonna try to resist it. Let's see,
Alright.
is that a shove?
So you have to do an athletics. It's basically, oh wow, words. Athletics versus athletics. Fuck it, I will get the words out.
No, I need athletics.
Well,
oh,
or acrobatics if that's better, because you can just kind of like dodge out the way.
hmm.
No, you try to shove him, but he don't fucking move. Takes the braces it and like, what are you doing?
But I'm still getting in his face, going, "She told us not to pick up that blade.
He told you not to pick up that blade.
Aren't you a part of this group? I told you I was keeping my eyes on you."
Did the sword not help?
I don't care if it helps. She said it was bad. And Grandma knows things.
Sometimes things that may seem bad are actually what you need.
Oh, I saw he was writing something, so I was waiting for him.
Oh, why is it pressing space now?
Oh yeah, it was saying Borgen's writing. You've had so many chances to prove to us that we can trust you, and over again, you keep doing the opposite.
Worm just says, look, all the problem is, if he's got an evil sword, he's got an evil sword. If it becomes a problem, we'll deal with it then.
I'll just side-eye Worm and... Fine.
I'll keep it under control, don't worry.
I mean, it can't be any worse than mine.
Grandma never said anything about yours. She said about that blade specific. She said, that is evil. And she told us to stay away from it.
Oh, you'll be all alright.
What's he doing?
Nothing. I'm listening. I was just listening to conversation, I was seeing if he could follow what was being said.
Oh, I thought you were doing something fun.
Oh, I haven't decided yet. Well, he's listening. He's paying attention to what's being said.
Right, so where are we going? I assume we're going this way.
I'm still gonna do the eye thing. I don't trust you. Everything
Well, I
is
trust
bad.
you.
No.
What do you mean you'll keep it under control?
If it gets out of hand,
How would it get out of hand? It's a sword.
I cut his hand off.
What are you trying to do with that?
I'm just checking that the things are actually running. I always do.
No, I'm asking Shin.
no,
What are you trying to do with it?
I was seeing if I could try to dodge it, but no. But yeah,
Trying to what?
I was trying to make a thing say no.
Oh, you're going to dodge his fucking knife attack. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have done anyway. It's worm.
Yeah, no, the max I can do is 20.
Even if you did, it'd still fucking cut your hand off. Oh god, my eyes are so fucking itchy.
Scratch at them then.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm rubbing them. I'm not going to scratch. I'm not fucking.
Your
psychopath.
nails. Proper.
Shut the fuck up. Don't finish saying what you're saying.
That's you told.
Peel them like
It was bad enough that I was already thinking about what you were going to say and saying I'm not going to fucking do that. I didn't need you to actually say it.
peel them like nuggets.
Would you rather have your eyeball tattooed or have your eyelid pierced?
Eyeball tattooed.
Or eyelid pierced?
I would say I would rather not have either. However, if I had to have one, I would have the tattoo on my eye.
Oh,
Jesus.
Because you do not have nerves in your eye, so you cannot feel anything.
that's fucking bullshit.
No, it isn't.
What?
Yeah, it is.
It isn't.
If I
You
touch my
can't-
eyeball right now, it's gonna hurt.
It isn't. You
No, I
don't
don't
feel it
fucking-
in
I
your
know,
eye.
I'm
You
not
feel it in your
fucking-
finger.
I'm not. Fuck off.
I'm not joking. Seriously, I'm not joking. If you have an operation on your eye, they don't actually give you a painkiller or a thing in your eye. They do it around your eye to stop your eye moving, but you can't feel anything in your eyes. They're bags of jelly.
What, Catherine? Dude, get the fuck away from me doing shit. Like, I don't want to see that
I-
shit.
Still on it. Not her.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Still
No,
on it,
no.
not her.
I'm not listening to you. You're just
So
being
that's a
fucking.
9. That's shit.
So what happens when you get grit in your eyeball then?
It's irritation, so it's your eye being irritated, but you generally feel it in your eyelid or the bottom of your eye. You don't feel it on your eye.
Doctor eye.
So you if you get grit in your eye, that's why you pull your eyelid over your bottom eyelid, don't you, and try and clean it out, or it's actually in your bottom eyelid, but it's not on your eye. If it's on the surface of your eye, you can't feel it.
Oh.
Now, don't just start getting things and poking them in your eye. Just so you can see.
I'm waiting for Liam to go. Shit, I can't see.
No, but that's fact. You can't feel
Okay.
you can't feel your eyes.
Okay. I'm still not touching my eyeball because I feel like it'd hurt.
It won't.
But,
But it's you would if you wanted to have one or the other. You don't want to have a tattoo.
it's gross. I feel sick.
I think I'll say, Cat, touch your eyeball for a second.
She just did. This is gross. Right. Anyway, what were we doing before I got distracted with some weird shit? What was that? No, genuinely, what was happening? Because I have no idea now. That threw me for a fucking loop.
So Sharog and Shin are obviously not happy with each other, and the rest of us just like, yeah,
Shin's
and
fine.
we're just walking off.
Well, Shin's fine.
Shattered like what?
No, I
what's she
said
got to do,
between
like?
the two of you. That doesn't
Oh,
actually
it's a
mean
bit-
you're
Yeah.
fine. There's something going on between you. It's like sexual frustration.
Probably that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexual frustration with him? No.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're denying
Yeah,
it.
then
so-
people always deny it.
I'm not
and
sexually
then-
frustrated, but it's like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
and then,
here we
and then
go.
like 2 weeks later, they're like sneaking out of each other's room or something, and you're all like,
No.
yeah, no one saw that coming, did they? Yeah, no, we know how this goes.
Nope.
So, I can't remember what I fucking said. Alright, so these two have fucking had words. So, Sharog's taken her eye out and put it on Shin, because she
Yep.
said she was going to do that.
Yep.
And apparently she didn't feel anything.
Again?
Apart from when she ripped the optic nerve.
The optic nerve doesn't actually transmit feelings. It's just video. So
Yeah, I know,
Why
but-
do you know all these things?
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm sure it would
know.
hurt. I'm sure
Like,
it
if
would
I
hurt
knew,
if you ripped
I'd
it out
make a
your
load of
fucking
money.
head.
But I don't know how I know shit like this. It does my head in.
It's annoying just knowing random shit, isn't it? Especially disturbing random shit.
Mm.
Oh,
I found some. Somebody was asking a question the other day, and it says, "Oh, Robin's eggs. Yeah, they're blue with darker blue dots on."
yeah, I know that. I've seen them.
Yeah, but I've never seen one. So
yeah, but
it's
you,
like-
you obviously must have been told that at some point.
yeah, and I'm like, why have I remembered that? what on earth is like? Oh, there's a piece of information you need to remember.
but not the piece of information that you need
Yeah,
to
that,
remember.
where I put that lottery ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to the. Are we going to play some D&D tonight? 'Cause-
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
we
did.
just chat shit all fucking night.
We just nearly had a fight in the room. We're walking. We're walking now.
Alright, okay.
We're walking.
Alright. But it is the middle of the night still. Are we just gonna fucking get out?
Well, we've got nowhere to sleep now because where we were sleeping, you've destroyed it. So
I didn't do that.
You as in the DM.
Oh. Oh.
So we're not going to stay here with some
What
stinky,
prick.
whatever they are.
Fucking
Stinky
DM's a
bullets.
dick. Never fucking turns up and then he fucking ruins the campaign for everybody.
Who leave?
No, the DM.
Oh.
He never turns up. When he does, he ruins everybody's sleep.
That's walking then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, the tunnel.
It's well known to have like loads of gems and things inside the bellies. Or
I don't think they eat the dirt. I think they're more like a mole, as in like whereas great worms, like purple worms and that, actually eat. They burrow like a fucking worm in real life, right? And they ingest it all and they shit it all out, and that's how you get fucking nice compost and shit, apparently.
Yeah.
But I don't think bullets do that. I think they are more like moles.
swim through it. Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Double check. But
Not hardly got cloth on their head. I just.
well, actually, well, the thing is, that's actually almost like a metallic armored plate. I think, if I remember rightly, and it's a long time ago, so I probably fucking don't. But I think it was a bullet that they killed, and in the first Vox Machina with Vox Machina, and that's what Trinket's armor was made out of. I'm sure it. I'm sure they took it and kept it and turned it into it, or something like that. Or they were going to, and then they just didn't. But I can't remember. I'm sure there was something like that. I can't remember what I was doing now. Oh, yeah.
Looking for harvested materials.
No, I just wanted to see what it was fucking how they moved it around.
Oh, borrowing.
I'm fucking harvesting materials. You're not allowed to do that. I think you are.
Fuck, I want-
Oh! Well, I should have read that fucking more, shouldn't I? It makes sense, though. They dislike dwarf and elf flesh, apparently.
And yet they went for me.
But you're not a dwarf or an elf, are you?
Yeah.
Fucking.
No.
Like, literally the fucking opposite. Apart from living out.
You're as far
I'm
from
out.
being a dwarf as you can be, so therefore you must be tasty. So that's why they went after.
Yeah. And you're definitely not an elf. But then they treat everything that moves as food, so they need to make the fucking minds up. Although they didn't get to eat last night. Does oh yes, they didn't know they just dig tunnels, so they don't eat it. There you go.
Oh, okay.
But they do cause things like landslides and cave-ins and sinkholes and shit like that, apparently. Which must have been where I got the idea from crashing the whole building down on top of you and ruining your night's sleep. So are we just gonna travel through the night then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I guess we've got light sources for those that can't see.
I can cast light.
Okay. Is there anything anybody wants to do here before we move on, other than potentially smash?
Well,
shit
potentially we wanted to sleep and eat, but we can just eat and then move on.
Oh, I think we'd eaten. I think we kind of rested. I can't remember who's.
Delphina was on watch, and I was next to her when the whole.
And we had both elves. We had both elves doing the watch, didn't we? Because they only need
Yeah.
4 hours apiece. And I think
Yeah.
it was the first watch. So yeah,
Delphina was on watch because she was like, "Can you feel that?" And I was like putting my ear to the ground and going, and I noticed that something was happening.
So I think we'd eaten, but it's the sleep that's a fucking.
Right, so we'll just move on.
Right, okay.
We'll get a fatigue point and then get it back.
Get what?
Fatigue point.
I don't think you do. It's 2 nights.
days.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So as long as you sleep on the well, yeah, it is because I know what happens when I don't sleep for one fucking night. I start fucking seeing things. I don't know. If that's just me though. Yeah, it's that weird thing, isn't it, where you feel like weirdly energized,
Yeah.
but then you sit down and you go like this.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never felt weirdly energized.
No.
Or maybe it was that long ago, but I don't remember what that feels like.
What is this energized you speak of?
I don't know, some weird shit.
Something out of computer game science.
I will say, for the sake of journeying, if you're just going to like travel through the next, or travel to the next rest spot, the next rest spot would probably be the gates that leave, like the towers by the gates that leave
Yeah.
out of the mountains at the end of the walk. I need to bring up the fucking. I think that's. Oh no! I need to have a look. I can't remember how fucking far it was. Which map is it? I can't fucking. Do you want to go back to the big map, or should I just have a look at it?
Yeah, bring us back to the big map.
I don't know where you are. Oh, on that one. Which? Oh, it's a straight line, but it comes out like there. Oh, it might be 3 days actually. Can anybody remember what I fucking said?
Good God. From however long ago? No.
No, because Liam kept working. It wasn't anything to do with me. Shut up.
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah, Liam. It looks like it's probably about 3 days travel. Because they're 200 across, so that would be like
Wait,
9.
hang on, right.
No, it's more opposite because it's been designed to come out. It was built and tunneled to come out opposite, so that the opposite of the bridge that leads over the river to Aralis.
Okay.
So I think actually it would probably be you probably got another. This was the first night underground, wasn't it? So the next, so there'd be another tower that's about another day's journey, which is only like 8 hours before you can get some fucking sleep. so you get there about you can get there about 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning or something. Then you can go back to sleep. Which ironically will probably take a day off your fucking journey. So yeah, so make your way to the next tower, which really weirdly looks exactly like this tower. Look, it looks just like this.
What, with dead bullets around?
Yeah, just everywhere. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow! It's like we've been here before.
So yeah. And then they just slowly like fade away into the. Oh, put that on a different fucking layer, haven't I? Jesus.
If he's just put on another layer, that means he's going to bring it back again in a minute. So.
No, I meant as in I put it on a different layer last time so that people could walk over the top of it.
Oh, okay.
But this tower is almost identical, and there's like light coming out of it in the same weird, like half fucking moon pattern and everything. And there's a staircase, but this one's not collapsed.
It's actually lit inside.
No, not yet, because you're not gone inside yet and lit a fire.
All right, that's why I was
Light.
going to say, wow, magic light.
I
No,
have magic light. I touch my shield and it goes poof.
no, you've been doing that all the way here because you've been travelling all fucking day. Shut up. Wow.
Yeah, but it
Oh,
only
God.
lasts for X amount of time.
Oh, right, okay. Great. Does it? You can't just. I don't think it does. I'm sure that is just on it until you turn
It's
it on.
an hour, I think.
Oh, is it?
1 hour, yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a counter, so I can use it as much as
So
I
you
want.
just keep fucking throwing it on. Yeah.
It's like light on, light off, light on, light on.
So it's like you walk along, it suddenly goes dark, and half the group keeps fucking walking like nothing's changed. Well, it does though, because I think you see it like you see it like in greys. I think like, in the dark you see things in greys and stuff, don't you? Is that right? So basically, see in black and white.
If you say so.
I think it is, because I'm pretty sure that's what it says in the fucking rules. I can bring it up for you if you want.
Yeah, but there's different ways of doing it. Which is,
Yeah,
if that's the way you're choosing, then that's the way it does.
I don't. Like,
you all
I
look
think you
like-
can see. I think you see like.
Everybody sees the way I see in normal daylight. Then.
It's just muted colours. I think I see it more as like how I see when you walk in the dog at late at night, and everything's kind of like you can sort of make out the colour of the grass, but I don't know whether that's because I can actually see the colour of the grass or because
You know it's
I
green.
know it's green. Yeah. Well, that's normally brought up because it's like, well, there's a dragon. Yeah, but what kind of dragon? Because it's dark in this game.
Spiky one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to work.
Green
Well, that's
teeth.
the thing, isn't it? Because that's how people used to work out what the dragon was, because it was a description of it. Because you saw it, if it was in the dark, you saw it in black and white. But anyway, so you find your way here, and
So what if it was a green one though?
what about it?
Or if it's not a black or a white and it was a green one?
Right, because then you see that it would have like the fin and stuff on its head.
Again,
So that's how you tell it.
Jay.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're doing. I was playing along this time. This time, last time I wasn't. Last time you got me. Anyway, so you found your way here, and it's lit. Somebody's been out here already and put the lights on for you, or something. I don't know. But you can all try and set yourselves up for a good night's sleep if you want.
I'll be putting the elves up for the things again.
Try. Well, yeah. Apart from they're really fucking tired as well, probably. But
Well, basically, if you're
So
gonna
lonely.
roll, do your roll, because otherwise we're just gonna sleep, and then it's just gonna be a waste of time, isn't it? Unless we fight.
yeah, I think it's fine actually. To be honest. Oh yeah, fuck it, I'll roll. I don't want to, because then I'll have to do it if I fucking roll it. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Get a good night's sleep.
Long rest.
It's incredibly fucking rare that something's going to actually happen in the tunnel. It just happened to happen last time. Yeah, so you can all get a long rest. And eat and drink and all that shit that you need to do to get a long rest.
Nom, nom, nom.
So I don't think I actually need to do it. Did I even fucking rage last time? I must have done. I can't imagine I going to a fight and didn't fucking... It's literally all I've got anyway, I just have to remember. 4 a day now. 4 rages. Oof.
Did you see the Big Beast new barbarian thing?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Giants.
Mainly because I looked at the price of it, and then the bit that I could get it on like a digital copy of it if I buy the physical copy, and was just like,
Giants.
Oh, I think that's been a thing that's been talked about for a while. They must have been playtesting that for a while.
Maybe. But yeah,
The-
giants.
I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. Oh, maybe I saw something about the Bigby book a while back or something. That.
Maybe.
Yeah, it must have been. They had to have been playtesting it, because otherwise they wouldn't be putting it in the book.
Up to full health, long rest, Liam.
Liam snores. Chin dies.
In his sleep.
Apart
Saw it. Could be anyone.
from his head's been crushed. It looks like a big old boot.
But let's fear no other creature. Yes, they do now.
Well, they don't, 'cause they're dead.
Well, yeah. It's not got into the genetic memory yet, has it?
Not yet. Another few generations, maybe.
So, how far to Realis?
Well, there's another day. There's another day's travel through the tunnels,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll see you at the gate. So it's a day's travel is like 8 hours ish, roughly. So you will arrive at the gates, and potentially emerge. Because I'm guessing even if you would we'll sleep at the next set of gates or whatever,
Mhm.
like before we adventure out into the world, like and stuff like that, you can still take time to look out and look about if you want. There is a road from the end of the tunnel. As you get there, you look out from the gates or from the tower that is up either side. The towers from either side of the gates. You can't really see much because it's still quite a fair distance, but you can see the start of a bridge, or what looks like a bridge around the edge of a mountain, off in the distance. Look, from what you can tell from this distance, which is a fair distance, it's just on the edge of your line of sight. And you have got, like, what do you call it, telescopes in the group, haven't you? What do you call it, the looking glass?
Sure, Worm has a looking glass.
Yeah. So those of you that can get a good look, like the bridge, it kind of looks. I would say anybody that knows what they're looking at would. It looks more ruined than you think it probably should, because it's only been abandoned like 50 years or something. It's not, and it's dwarf work as well, right? Dwarf and elf work. It shouldn't be, but the bridge itself looks a bit ruined. And there's like kind of the bits that you can see at this end of the bridge look like they're overrun with, like, you know, vines and foliage and stuff. And you think it kind of looks like maybe it's a bit too much for how long it's been there, but you never know. Maybe it's just a particularly verdant area.
Well, Gregory can't see it.
He just puts the looking glass to his face and he's like, what?
Yeah, he can see it. He can see the looking glass really clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you see from the distance that you're at. However, it is the end of this day's travel. It's quiet. Well, it's windy because you're near the edge of the mountains now. It's up to you what you want to do. So this is the end of a normal day's travel. Yeah. So it's starting to, because you're in the mountains and the sun's off in the, and is to the east, which is over the other side of it. It's actually quite shady here. It's dark. It's getting dark. But it's up to you. You can push on. You can.
So did we finish? Are we just at the exit of the tunnel, or have we actually walked away from it and started walking down the mountain or whatever?
No. So this is what you would, from what you've seen now, is what you would see if you'd opened the gates and looked out. Or
all right, so we're still inside. So we just close the gate and then...
Yeah. Well, or you could be stood in the towers, either side of the gate, looking out into the distance.
Yeah, what I mean is, if we stay here, then
you got a fairly secure. You got as secure a place that you're going to get out here. Yeah.
One way in and one way out.
But you know, people want to go out and scout. You can see. So, hang on. Let's go to the bottom of this page a little bit. So, need a drawing tool, don't I? I'll just do it fucking like that. So, if the gates and where you are like, if that's the towers, for example. I mean, this isn't to scale, and this is the gate.
I don't know what it is you're doing. What?
Over to the left at the bottom.
All right. Okay.
All right. So if that's where you are, then there's kind of like an edge of a mountain coming around here. Maybe I can draw it like that. Yeah, and then just about like so that's, and then just about here, and it's not to scale, but just about here is where you can see kind of like the edge of the bridge. So it's kind of off. It is. You can see it, but you can just about see it around the edge of the mountain that's coming. That's off in that direction,
Okay.
or the foot of that mountain. And obviously, there's some like low. There's not really any foothills or anything here because it's kind of mountains, river. Oh, and then the bridge. So then the river would flow like this underneath the bridge, and the bridge would be. But you can't see all that. You can literally just start making out with a looking glass like this end of the bridge here. But it's not like it's out of walk like potential. If you wanted to go, if people wanted to go and scout or anything like that, and then come back, it's you might take an hour or two to get over there and back and stuff. But that's, or you can rest the night because it is starting to get dark. You could just rest the night and sort out what you want to do the next day.
Thank you. I'd suggest because if we go there now, all we're going to be doing is we're coming back here because we're not going to find the city or whatever we're looking for, are we? So
No.
I would say that given that you've got given that you got Borgin with you, that he would tell you that bridge literally leads to the city. Like, so the other side of that bridge. So obviously you can't see it, but he could like, I don't know, mark it on the floor or something. But then the city would start like here.
All right.
Yeah,
So that is literally like a city gate. Well, I'm out
Yeah.
ready for go for it because I can see as well in the night as the day.
So that's the thing is whether you want to go over and have a look around at night or whether you want to leave it to the morning when it's up to you.
If we've
Morgan
walked
Street,
another
that
day to get to here and it's the end of the day, then we're waiting here, then we'll go in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go and get a drink. I
Get a
should have done that
drink.
before we start playing. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then we can have a. You'll get a long rest. There you go.
We don't.
Promise.
Yeah, we don't need one now.
Oh, well, you're right. You got to rest anyway. You got your good night's sleep because you didn't get attacked in the night. All right. That's what I'm fucking saying. I'll be back in a minute.
Danny?
Nothing.
Thank you, whatever you said. Just that didn't come true.
No, I was reading something's happened at the other shop.
What?
An instance happened at the other shop.
An incident happened at the other shop. Is that what you're trying
Didn't.
to say?
An
Huh?
incident.
Oh.
Go on, what's the incident?
A group of kids came in, started stealing, they got confronted, one kid bit the owner, left marks, and one kid put his foot through the front door.
This is how we spank our kids, everyone.
There's someone on that shop called Susan, and freaking hell, she's relentless.
That's
A
a
kid-
really weird name. I wouldn't have given that to my kid, would you?
That's
Susan.
Susan friggin' hell, she's relentless. That's kind of giving a false. You know what I mean? It's like that's what everyone's going to be expecting of that child. It's a bit wrong.
No, I think some kids took out the newspapers from the heavy box and ripped them up and threw them everywhere. She knew which kid's done it, and as soon as the kids were outside, she went outside, grabbed the kid by the arm, which isn't allowed, and dragged him into the shop and went, "This is the kid that ripped up all your
Why is
papers,
that
by the
not
way."
allowed?
You're not allowed to touch kids.
You kind of are if they're stealing and shit from you, I'm sure.
No, it was they
Here's the shit.
they
You
ripped
can't
they
touch
ripped
kids
all
if you're
stuff.
being fucking awful.
No,
There's a difference between, punching them and, dragging them.
They were scared shitless of her. It's quite entertaining, actually.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Are we all here?
no.
No? Okay, good. We'll just carry on anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Just threw that on the floor. That wasn't meant to do that. Right. So, the next morning comes. He'll get up, eat your breakfast, and the day is yours. What would you like to do?
I think we should go to the bridge and then go to the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's what we're doing.
Who's leading the way? Are you moving carefully and stealthily? Are you just fucking walking over there?
Borgum will probably lead the way, probably.
Yeah, I was about to agree with that because he knows sort of the general area.
Well, he's like 9 million years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Alpha?
And he's going slowly, or just going for it, or
Follow me. I know the way.
okay. So, but are you taking a stealthy approach, or are you just fucking
Nah,
approaching like you normally do?
Yeah, approaching like I
Every
normally do.
situation. Like what? Can't be that bad, right? Okay. So, Borgen, as you are in the lead, confidently striding along the slightly overgrown road that's been left to nature over the time. The first thing you notice as you get closer is that it probably is ruined more than you'd expect, because it's not a particularly verdant area. And as you start to clear that edge of the mountain that's kind of blocking the sight a little bit, and the city walls as well as the bridge itself start to emerge more clearly to your eyesight, you notice that. So first of all, the bridge is like the vegetation it's covered in is a lot of vines, like thorny vines and twisted vines and stuff like that. Hang on a minute. Right. And like the stonework is cracked and crumbled, almost like the vegetation or whatever has kind of worked its way into it more than it's just naturally fallen apart and like is starting to pull it apart or dig into it and getting into any gaps inside it and stuff like that. And then as the walls to the city and the towers of the city over the river start to emerge, you start to see more and more vegetation. Like there's literal trees growing out of the city at the middle of this town, this city that used to exist here. And as you get closer, there's almost like, from what you can see, what looks like a forest growing out of the center of this place. Like the whole thing looks like it's some kind of enclosed garden from a distance. And if you didn't know any better, you'd assume that's what it was. The walls all around the city here that you can see are broken and pulled apart in places or crumbled in places. There's these vines that are growing all over the bridge seem to be growing all over the walls as well. And then as you approach closer to the bridge, you start to notice that there's like a weird dark green, almost black substance seems to be leaking from cracks and splits in the vines and the vegetation that's growing on the bridge and on the city walls.
Could I do a nature check on it? As Borgum.
At this exact moment in time, you're not close enough to get your hands on it. Yeah? So this is what you're seeing as you approach. So now you're like, I don't know, fucking... I don't know what a reasonable fucking distance is that you could see something clearly and but not be... but you're, let's say, I don't know, you're fucking 50 feet away from it or something. So you're starting to see that things are wrong or don't seem right. And obviously, an entire forest shouldn't have sprung up in this place in the past 50 years, not to this extent. Yeah? And actually, from what you can see, even from here at the distance... well, you can make... Yeah. Well, you mean like make a nature check on what you can see?
Yeah.
Sort of thing from where you're standing? Yeah, you can do. Yeah. Hey, it doesn't look right.
Never mind.
It definitely doesn't look right innately to you, but you're not sure what's wrong with it at the minute. Yeah, so at the minute, like from the distance you're at, something's not right. You know, almost like feels like something's crawling up your back. It's so fucking wrong. but you're not sure what you can't quite put your finger on what it is that's wrong about this whole situation.
Turns to everyone, goes, something's not right here. This is not right at all.
Have we got a marching order? We should probably do that just in case.
That's why I moved myself down here.
Oh, great, so.
Well, that's not the fucking Brit. Right, hang on a fucking minute. That's how do I? Oh man, how do I clear everything off here? Right, hang on. Just give me 2 seconds. I need to do. No, it's what layer have I put everything on? Right, well that's on this layer. No, because that's going to take Sharog as well. I don't want to do that.
Don't take me.
You can't get half the stuff. I actually need to move you so I can grab that because it's being weird. Right. Do you know what? I'm just going to move the fucking lot of you down here. It'll make it easier for me to clear things up.
The Borgin is there.
Hang on a minute.
I'll go behind Borgin. I don't want to be anywhere near Shin. I'm so pissed.
Gonna be.
What has he ever done to you?
Gonna be here.
Why can't I can't get rid of this one at the top because I can't fucking. I can't actually move it so I can get onto
Is there a
the.
map there or something?
No, as in like I can highlight it,
That's weird.
but I can't move it. I can't grab. I can't see the. What do you know when you right click on it to bring up like paste and undo and all that shit? I could undo it actually. Nope. Oh fuck. Right, if I do that, aha. Apparently that's how I had to do it. Or I can't get rid of these fucking green lines. Are they on a different layer? Aha. Right. Okay.
What layer are you on?
I'm on the I'm on the map layer now.
Okay.
It's all gone. It's fine.
Okay, so if we say again, not necessarily to scale, just kind of that one. Just to give you an idea of what's no, that's not right. Ah, fuck it. It's not to scale. I just fucking said that. Alright,
Oh,
so
there, okay.
no, why are you doing? Oh, fuck off!
Sorry.
I'm really good at this. Should do it more. Let's just do his fucking. Alright, so that over there is where the fucking bridge is to start off. And then, just for argument's sake, there's a fucking path that you're on that leads away from it like this. And then kind of curves around like that. Okay.
Okay.
So just you're probably like, hang on. You're probably like, yeah, that's probably about where you are in terms of distance. Yeah, I'm on the wrong fucking layer again, so aren't I? Yeah, so that's probably about the distance that you're away from it, roughly. And so the rest of you can see now that this bridge, this crumbled, ruined bridge that's ahead of you, is crumbled and ruined, and there's weird vegetation growing all over it. There's kind of I don't know to many of you whether it would appear to be a natural damage over this length of time, but you can see off in the distance over the river that's underneath this bridge over here, there's city walls, or like vast city walls, 20-foot high city walls. They go off into the distance to the left, like to either side of the bridge. There's towers that have crumbled and been torn apart. There's trees growing out of weird fucking places along it, and weird plants growing out of it, and vines wrapped around parts of it. And it looks like like I said to Morgan earlier, as he was the first one to see it all, and for him, it's the most unusual because he's the one that's been here when it was a city or a town. It almost looks like a walled garden or forest of some sort. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna lean into Bori and go, was it always like this?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Huh.
Yes, and I'm like acting really worried when I'm seeing all this. This should be a lovely city.
What? What? It's like, what? All elven cities forests?
No, not all of them.
Oh.
Huh.
Because
But
he's completely forgot that dwarves also lived here.
Because dark elf cities don't look like this, so not all elf cities are like this.
Ah.
It
Ah.
is.
Vorax like, oh yeah.
It is natural for plants to, grow over buildings over time. However, not at this pace, though.
Is this like a cold area like the rest of?
Yeah, it's a little further south, obviously.
Yeah, but
But it is still the colder regions. It's still so.
Have we stopped?
I don't know. Have you?
no.
Well, I think maybe when he turned around and went, "This is a bit weird. Something's not right." Maybe I don't know.
So Gregory's like, what isn't?
Yeah. It's a little far away. But
You've
you're
seen it before.
so.
No.
So the bridge itself that expands the river is, I mean, the river itself is actually quite a wide river. It's quite slow running, but really wide river. You can only just, well, you can't only just see over there. You can see to the other side of it. It's not that fucking wide, but it's, hang on a minute. I did have it written down somewhere. I can't. I've got a fucking sketch. I got a pad with a really cool sketch on it. But I didn't do all the information. I don't know. I can't fucking. I don't. Maybe I didn't actually fucking do it. Maybe I was meant to look it up and I didn't fucking do it. Let's say. What's a good fucking? I don't know. I didn't. I was just about to say what's a good fucking width of a river, and I was like, what's the Thames? But that's way more than 100 fucking feet, isn't it?
Well, at the widest bits, yeah, but it's not a lot of it.
Let's say it's fucking 100 feet across, just to keep shit moving. So the bridge itself spans the river. The river itself is about 100 feet across, so the bridge is probably 40, 150 feet wide, because obviously you go anchor it on either side with towers, and these are towers either side of the bridge. So you can kind of see over the other side.
Oh, he moved.
But- But these aren't really. These were kind of like more. They are towers, but they weren't really for defense. Although they're dwarven towers, so they could have been defended. But you notice them themselves have like being torn apart by. Well, so that's the first thing you notice is that, like, you know, when nature takes over, it does often push through cracks in buildings and shit like that, right?
Yeah,
But it seems more forceful, almost like in places like bits have been, rather than pushed out slowly, been like smashed out and stuff like that. There's you know, rubble on the ground, and it's like spread further than you'd expect, maybe, and stuff like that. For anybody that would mean anything to, because obviously a lot of you have probably never seen anything like that before. So
I
you,
can't imagine the twins have.
no, I don't think we've seen. Well, I don't. Our adventures really out into the world started with this, and when have we seen? The only ruins we've seen, as far as I can remember,
Maybe the ones in Uther? No, up north.
Yeah, which were kind of weird ruins anyway, right?
Mhm.
They were kind of a
But
weird
not like
futuristic.
this.
Yeah, and
But,
they were all buried in ice and stuff like that. So yeah, we haven't seen anything. Definitely haven't seen anything like this.
No, because I don't think that we did that much adventuring into like this kind of shit.
Not
It's more
we
like
we wouldn't
small
have.
jobs.
Yeah, we were just traveling around because that's what you what you do.
Mhm.
Until then you go back and settle in with the tribe. So
Yeah.
and we just got caught up in all this shit, which is great fun. But yeah, maybe Sylphina's a little bit like what? Because you know she obviously spent most of her life by the sea, but that shit's weird. Even to her, Shin has probably seen ruins in his time. Might notice that something's wrong, but no one's listening to him anyway.
Nope.
So Gregory's not close enough to see anything. So as you approach, you notice that there's these vines, and it's not all vines. It's like roots of trees as well, and plants of vegetation with like hedges and stuff like that. Just seems to have exploded, like just grown out of everywhere and pushed bits apart and burrowed through things and all that kind of stuff.
Are they still?
They appear to be, yeah. Apart from like the natural movement you'd expect in the wind and stuff like that, from what you can tell.
Yeah,
But what you do
no,
notice is that like almost everything is covered in like thorns and spikes, and there are bits of some of it, as you're now this close, especially those of you that are still looking or looking into it, and that like I said to Borgen, like there's like this kind of weird, like where everything's like the vegetation itself seems to have been damaged. There seems to be like where you might get sap naturally coming out of it. There seems to be this dark green, like really dark green, almost black tarry type stuff, from what you can see from this distance, seeping out of it. Worm, you're probably close. What's your passive perception worth?
800.
1,029.
19.
19. Fuck me. Well, whilst none of this necessarily seems off to you, because you don't fucking know about this shit, right? Everything's fucking new to you at the minute. It's all fucking weird and adventurous and shit.
First time I've seen a walled city.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point, actually. It is the first time you've seen a waterwood, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm just like,
I didn't even fucking think that,
it as it comes.
Yeah. Because Port Damali's just fucking open, apart from the centre bit where there's, like, the only bit there that's walled is the centre bit, I believe.
So there's walls inside, I'm seeing, but I'm
yeah, but that was more like, for that was a walled off area in the city, not... Yeah. And then...
Yeah, this is just weird. This is new and weird and strange and cool.
Yeah,
and
I don't even fucking... Yeah, exactly. So it's a worm, it's just everything's just like...
Gregory
obviously,
like, what are you talking about?
Like different vegetation and shit as well. All of that's fucking new to you. You don't know that. You don't know that we're
saying, what is your problem? What are you complaining about? What?
Well, can I have a fucking look?
What city?
Yeah. Can you fucking imagine? Everybody around you's like, whoa, look at the wall. Whoa. And Ray's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's literally a road in front of me and that's it. You fucking idiots.
Us idiots never.
Huh?
He'd be a great actor, wouldn't he? Because he wouldn't have. He could be in front of thousands and thousands of people, but he'd only see like 8. Yeah, never get worried about all the rest of them.
Hang on. that fucking work? I fucking hope it did, because otherwise everybody can see it.
Can't say shit.
That's alright then. I'm hoping Doc can.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So, what would the
Are we
group rights?
pushing in? Brogan's in the front.
I'm guessing at this point, like, I would assume that Borg is probably approaching hesitantly because he feels like there's something fucking wrong. That's what's happening in my head anyway. He's kind of like slowly approaching the.
Is there any
Out of
goo on these side walls?
There is. So there's places where this kind of weird black tarry stuff is. From there, what you can see now is kind of leaked onto the walls and stuff. I'll bring her along as well. I don't know how close we will
Come on,
fucking
babe.
get. She's just hiding behind Vorak like, fuck this shit. This is weird. I like this.
But Borgin gets like a blade to.
Just for the.
So Gregory says, "Wow, this isn't normal."
He also notices what you noticed, what Worm noticed at this point. Sorry, what was that, Liam? What were you saying?
A blade to scrape some of the tar to have a look at it.
Blade are you using to scrape the tar to have a look at it?
You'll be using.
Just lick it.
The old scimitar.
Oh, okay. So as you scrape at it and you start to pull it away to have a look at what it is. So first of all, the substance it's really tar-like. It's really sticky and it's not an easy scrape.
Gross.
You're kind of really having to like into it to get it off, especially because it seems to have dried and coagulated onto the wall, right? As you do, the blade itself starts to hiss and smoke. And very quickly, that entire section where that tar-like substance had touched it melts away, and the rest of the blade starts like melting away as well.
You no longer have
Very
a blade.
quickly.
I drop it.
What?
Okay. He dropped it. I think that's what he said. If not, he said I licked it. In which case, that's a different story.
So, it's on the ground? His blade's on the ground?
Yes.
So what's happening to it?
It's
Can I see
melted.
it?
It's just kind of fucking like it. Yeah, you can see it. Everybody that's.
Is that like his main weapon that he just fucking destroyed?
No, it's an old,
No,
it's an old
it's
silly
scimitar.
weapon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that's why he used an old one.
Smartly.
Yeah.
He doesn't like carry on until the whole blade's fucking gone. But like where the
No,
tar hits
it's-
it, then maybe like I don't know, a few centimeters on from that and around where that area was, it all kind of just almost dissolves into. And it's just there's now a blade on the floor, and where that tar-like substance is still there, but like just a few centimeters away from the blade. So everything around it is like hissed and burnt away, maybe, or whatever's happened to it dissolved.
I'm just looking over Borg and Charlie Gray. That doesn't look good.
Worms there, like lick it.
Nope.
Okay.
Not licking anything.
What? Vorax is fucking looking around like that was fucking weird. Just slowly
Spotting that, I am going to wander over to here and take from my inventory my jug of oil, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of oil on the vines, and I'm gonna see if I can light it.
Is that our everlasting
No.
jug? Oh.
No, I'm not actually using that one. No, the alchemy jug.
Okay. Yeah, okay. As you go to spark that, Sir Gregory notices over your shoulder because you've got your head fucking down. Movement. as a skeleton that was hidden amongst that vegetation's eyes suddenly glow from within, and actually most of its torso, the bits of it that you can see, with like a deep green light, and it lurches forward towards you.
No.
Okay.
So, but Sir Gregory, you haven't seen that. Sir Gregory has, so there's no surprise for Sir Gregory. He has a moment to react to that, potentially. So, like, basically, Sir Gregory and the skeleton are moving together. So it's lurched forward. He's seen that movement because he already was aware of it being there.
Okay. Well, in which case, he tries his pick, and he takes 1 step, 2 steps, or whatever, and with his bonus action, lights it.
Yep.
And
So for those of you that have never seen it before, you see this very sudden movement from behind you whilst all this is going on, and Sir Gregory's blade, or this pick that he used to use, suddenly becomes a massive fucking radiant greatsword in his hands, where the blade
Holy
itself is almost
shit.
like a giant fucking like a greatsword lightsaber, but a yellow one.
yeah, so,
And steps forward. Yeah, sorry.
and pokes it at the skeleton.
Oh, hang on, have I picked up the wrong fucking? Oh no, it's there. He just pokes it at it. Yeah. Okay.
It's gotta be quite a
Okay.
forceful poke, but he's just gotta.
Hey, that actually looks fucking good as well. That skeleton. It looks like it's covered in fucking like vegetation and stuff, doesn't it? That's a good skeleton to pick out the fucking. Anyway, go on then. As it like lurches words at worm. Misses. Definitely does not miss. It. Fuck.
It's 19.
What's that light?
Yeah, so 19. Hang on a minute, I just need to check something. I think because there's a thing with skeletons, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's radiant damage. So it's
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm saying. But I
flashing
think
anything.
I think the radiant fucking negates that thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's not actually hitting it. It's there's less
Hey,
damage if it's edged or whatever it's slashing.
No. Not. I wasn't talking about like the because they take more damage from blood. They're vulnerable to bludgeoning. Which I actually didn't know. So
No, it's piercing. Sorry, they don't take much from piercing. Do they?
it doesn't know. There's nothing about that now. It was more the undead fortitude thing. But I think your radiant damage negates it. Oh, they don't have it anymore.
Well,
Is it
that's
just
why
zombies
I'm
that have
like,
Oh, so it's just zombies that have the fucking undead fortitude and some other things then. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, with that, as you all turn like quickly to see whatever the fuck this like sudden movement is behind you, you just see Sir Gregory step forward, the greatsword go, or whatever noise you want it to make, and just swings it, or just jabs it forward into the skeleton, into this skeleton that just seems to have emerged out of fucking nowhere for the rest of you, into its rib cage, and it just goes, and there's just bits of fucking burning skeleton dropping around everywhere.
What the hell was that?
it was a skeleton.
Vorak's hand is like, because there was sudden movement, he's kind of halfway towards the hammer, but he hasn't even managed to fucking react yet. He's like,
Yeah, because
Cool.
I was busy, watching this melting blade thing over here, and then it was
however, Vorak is going to take his weapon out now, and look around a lot more carefully at what's going on around here. But yeah, it just seems to ignore, and that seemingly is the end of it.
we're gonna push in.
No, it's just didn't take any notice of anything that happened then. So
Yeah.
it just like carries on, try to light the things.
Yeah.
The van.
And it burns for a little while, but it's fresh, it's green vegetation, so it burns. The oil burns and burns itself out essentially, and so there is a burn scorch mark on the
So it's not all
Vine,
like
if you like.
brittle vines. There are fleshy minging horrible vines, not.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Great.
Okay. What would you like to do? What's Shin doing? While everybody else is doing this shit, what's Shin doing instead at the back there?
Yeah. Shit.
Vorax has pulled out his hammer. He's kind of just looking around, like peering closely at the towers and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Shin's just keeping vigilant of what's going on around him.
Okay. You can make a perception. Anybody that's now taken a second to have a fucking look around, because you know
Perception?
something just fucking happened, can make a perception check if they want to.
Oh. The twins, of course.
I'm so.
I like how
Oh,
we
it's startled.
almost rolled the
Oh,
same fucking
well,
thing.
Worm's passive perception is fucking higher anyway.
Yeah, but he's just.
But you're now actively looking. Which
He's not.
is
Yeah,
different
but he's messing around with the things. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah, that's
thinking.
true. Yeah, he's distracted. Yeah.
So Gregory again, he's just looking at like where the thingy went, the remains of the skeleton.
Well, it's true, but in his passive perception, because this is like 29 million or
21.
something, isn't
It's
it?
21.
Yeah.
He does hear potentially what he thinks might be a slight change in, like, you know, because obviously the vegetation, like the leaves and stuff, all that, there is rustling, like in the wind and stuff like that. But there is there seems to have been after that like a momentary pause, and then what's possibly a change in the way things are rustling and moving around the area. So, Borgen's melted his sword. But Worm's tried to set fire to it, so Gregory's just casually murdered a fucking skeleton, which just seemed to fall out of the tower. So I don't know why he did that. Sharog, what are you doing?
I was observing what Borgen was doing with the blade and shit.
Okay, so Borgen, now your blade's melted and you just seen some fucking weird and dead shit go on behind you, or cut the back end of it after some sudden movement. What are you doing?
I'm pondering whether this was magic, like dark magic, or what could it? What was it?
Can you, Borgen, make a history check with advantage? Yeah, no. As that happens behind you, something connects in your brain. You've seen shit like this before. A long time ago. It didn't end well for you last time.
For him.
This seems familiar. No, it cannot be.
Familiar to what?
It can't
Say,
be.
are we going?
Go in, but keep your guard up at all times.
Is this a portfolios?
No, there's no gate or anything at this end. They're just.
See, I remember what it was called. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got fucking tea leaves in my mouth. That's fucking gross.
Gross.
Okay.
Does everyone look as though they got their guard up ready?
Like Vorak is going to ask you. Hang on, what did you just fucking say? You said something. I can't remember what it was you fucking said.
Yeah.
Something's not
I've seen
used.
this shit before.
No,
No,
what?
it cannot be.
Right. Oh yeah. So Vorak's going to ask you. It can't be what? And what do you mean? Keep your guard up.
If I am right, it could possibly be the work of a necromancer. And like I said, keep your guards up.
Hang on.
Ah!
Aw.
Yeah, so smart.
Ah,
Smart boy.
Vorak takes a tighter grip on his fucking warhammer and steps forward. Is everybody else following? Are we all going?
Gregory just
Yeah.
says, wait. And why would a necromancer have anything to do with these vines? Because the vines seem to be living. Necromancers normally work with death.
So,
The
Can-
skeleton that came out.
can you actually remember what was said, Leo? Like, I'm not like I'm genuinely asking if you can remember, like, who people thought he might have been, or who, or I can't remember. Hang on a minute, I need to fucking check my own fucking notes now. Yeah, that's Liam's face. I need to be seeing that. It's here somewhere. Right, can you remember who he was thought to be, or do I need to give you reminders?
I don't think we got that far for us.
I fucking did. I'm pretty certain. Right. So I don't know whether it, I'm pretty certain we did talk about this though. But right, so the necromancer, this is outside of the fucking game, so you can decide what you tell the rest of the group if you want to, or don't want to, because obviously Borgen would be able to fucking remember. So the necromancer, yeah, was believed to have been an arc druid from Mollysmere, who was there when the elves were driven out of their home. When you and your brother and sister and everybody else that's in Uthadun now are driven out. Yeah? He was believed to have once been an arch druid by the name of Alar Blythe. Alar?
But if he was an archer, surely he got to like level 20. So how can he suddenly like become another level 20 fucking necromancer? Once you reach level 20, you can't. It's like that's breaking game. You can't do that.
NPCs can do what the fuck I want them to do.
He is the NPC.
Yeah. Borg's like, come on, he is an NPC, mate.
Yeah.
So that's who people believe he is, or once was. Nobody's quite sure what the fuck's happened to him now. He took it after you were all driven from your home and ended up in Uthadun. He took quite badly to the situation. Was very upset by it. Actually, being an arc druid and all the elves being driven from their fucking elven home, and he disappeared. Not long after you turned up in Uthadun, and then I think it was about 10 years, 20 years ago, something like that, you had your encounter with him. Is that right?
Yeah.
And that's where the first time anything was. That's when this kind of these weird signs of necromancy will happen. Like last time, it was like a weird. It was the last time you came across him. He'd taken over in one of the dwarven towers that they were on the edge of the Savalier Woods. I think that's what it is. Hang on. Yeah, it was an abandoned outpost that had been taken over actually in quite a similar way, not quite to the same extent as this place. And that time there were similar things going on with the vegetation, but also undead involved as well. I don't know if you know anything. I don't think there's anything. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the people believe that it was him potentially him, and that he's turned to dark magics, potentially to try and reclaim the Elves' home city, but no one really knows because no one's actually been able to speak to him. Or whoever it is, but that's who people generally believe it is.
I relay that information to everyone about the story.
Right. Necromancers.
Apparently.
Hmm.
So what do you want to do?
Just go in then.
Alright, okay. So,
Try not to stand in the black shit.
right, okay. So the first thing you notice as you step onto the bridge and start to make your way over is that the vines and thorny vines and stuff like that start to writhe and twist and move, and the bridge itself underneath your feet in places is moving, like whole segments of it are moving, like they've been wrapped by the vines and have been moved out, like the chunks of the bridge have been torn off, but are now wrapped in vines or being moved by them as the vines and stuff are moving. Hang on a minute. So for whilst you're on the bridge, the duration of the time that you're on the bridge, the movement speed is halved because it's rough. It's considered rough terrain. Okay.
Okay.
All right then. So that we understand that. But that like everybody's aware that something's fucking wrong because most of you are. Anybody that would recognise that vines moving like that isn't natural would be potentially put off by that, but I don't know who that would be. Right, so you have all set foot on the bridge. You're starting to make your way over, around roughly a quarter of the way across the, and you're picking your way slowly. You know, the footing is dangerous. Roughly about a quarter of the way over. Who's leading, by the way? Just a marching order. That's all.
Imagine.
Are we kind of clumped together or spread out?
Try and do it in single file if we can, because so we are following each other's steps.
Right. Okay. All right. So Borgen's going to take the lead. All right. I'll take the rear. Rear guard. Normally dangerous. That's my favourite place. Always.
And we'll be here.
Are you sure it won't be?
Actually, I'm a bit far apart. We're a bit far away here, aren't we? What we're going to do with Worm and Sir Gregory and Wolf. Wolfie boy, you do.
Oh.
Okay. Right, so it's just so that people are placed where they want. Yeah. Okay, so you're like heads down for the most part, or watching your immediate surroundings, which where you put your feet, all that kind of stuff. So Gregory, who is also needing to do that to some extent to watch where he's putting his feet, is the first one to hear off in the distance, almost like he'd probably recognise the sound to some extent. It's not an unfamiliar sound, but he hears what sounds like hooves hitting solid ground, like rock, stone, pathways, walkways, that kind of thing. And it's a slow, steady kind of. I can't make the fucking noise, but that kind of, it's not rushed. It's not like a click, clap, 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 clap type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a steady, like just something just moving forward at a steady pace. Although, how far can he see? 60 feet? Yeah, so you can probably see as somebody crests the midway point of the bridge, you start to see something crest the top of it. And by this point, everybody can hear these kind of heavy, cloven fucking steps hitting solid ground. It is a go. You're correct.
No, really?
Sat atop that desiccated, clearly undead fucking goat is equally clearly undead. Looking dwarf in plate armor. Behind both eyes and somewhere deep in the cavity that you can just see of the goat, but you can't see on the dwarf because he's covered by the goat and armor. But inside you kind of see a faint glow from inside them of like a deep, almost like forest green sort of colour emitting from their eyes and somewhere deep in the chest of the goat. And the dwarf slowly looks over the group. They're all kind of like, like arms out, bracing, trying to walk over this fucking wobbly fucking ground. And slowly, and from this distance, I mean, you're not that far away from it. You can start to see weird things that aren't quite. I don't know. Have we fought undead? We've fought skeletons and stuff, haven't we? Because we fought one in the ruins in. We definitely did it up north and stuff like that. So whenever you've seen, vampires a bit different. But like,
but we fought on that and then no vampire.
Yeah, like so where they normally just seem to be held together by fucking magic or whatever. I don't know. You see weird things like one of the goat's forelegs, like the left foreleg, seems to be bound, like seems to be held together by like a vine that's just wrapped itself around it to hold it in place. Where it might have where the kneecaps like clearly missing and stuff like that, and just odd little things like that where there seems to be bits of vegetation holding it together, where you'd expect to see nothing really, just sheer fucking magic, right? For those that have seen these things before. Borgin, you recognise this dwarf, even in his undead, desiccated state. It's a dwarf you'd never forget. However, without a single word or any movement, other than the movement of its head as it scans the line of you all, just slowly turns to goat, the giant fucking rock mountain goat that's horrible and stinky, and just turns its back on you and rides away back into the city.
Wait, what is the AC of no? What's the CR of the goats?
I'm fucking telling you that. How do you fucking know?
No, I'm just wondering.
Why would you fucking know that? Why would you know that?
Because I want to destroy undead.
Well, you can fucking try and see what happens, can't you? How about that? How about fucking
Well, I
that?
can try, but there's not really a role for that.
Well, you have to. All right. So you want to? What is it? What's the thingy majiggy?
Channel divinity.
Show me it. Show.
Destroy undead.
That's the weirdest fucking thing come up I've ever fucking. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you want to try turn undead and then see if it gets destroyed. Wall. Okay. Cleric level destroys. Cleric level. Right. So if you're what are we? 10th level.
11. No,
We're
yeah,
10.
10.
We're still 10. Yeah. So it would be CR 8 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, 1 or lower. Sorry, because we're 8th level. We're not right. So hang on a minute. I don't know. I need to bring it up now. Fucking hell. Where the fuck? See, this is what happens when everything like takes so long. Is I can't find all my fucking shit, which I could have been doing earlier when we were just sat around chatting shit, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have.
I could have done that.
No, that'd be useful.
Hang on. No, that's fucking Jesus. 2 seconds.
You can say it here right now, man.
Okay. So what does turn undead do?
Turn on
You-
that. Turn on that is different.
No, it's not. It says, starting at 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is
turn
at
on that
or
is
below.
just moving away from you.
Right. So, but you have to use undead and then see that you have to use turn undead, and then if they fail the saving throw, then it's a problem, potentially.
Yeah, you can't choose to destroy undead. You choose to turn undead.
And then it
just so
destroys them.
happens
Yeah.
that if they are challenge
Okay.
rating of 2 or below, they will just be destroyed instead.
Hold on. What if I have? Never mind then, because I thought that was a thing.
Well, you can cast Turn Undead if you want.
Oh wait, that's another thing, isn't it?
I mean, I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just saying if you want, you know.
Let's see.
go.
What? When actually put the whole symbol speak prayer and says.
Trying to fucking find.
It makes a wisdom saving throw of DC 14.
Just give me a second because I'm pretty certain.
I'll just do that.
I had a fucking stat block, but it wasn't a fucking. Right. So it's a DC 14. What wisdom save?
Wisdom, yeah.
What is it? Right. So Turn Undead.
Yeah, I found it.
Increase.
Well, this is kind of Divinity, so that's
Right. Well, do you want to use it against them?
Yeah.
Is it just against him, or is it against both of them?
It would be against
the
any of the undead.
Yeah.
Oh, it says each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet. Right, just give me a second.
Yeah.
So I think I need to get my other book. I'll be back in a second.
That's
Oh no,
okay.
hang on. No, fuck that. I've got a PDF here.
I'm
think it
here
might
to make your life easier.
No. I'm here to remember everybody's fucking abilities, apparently. No, I knew that you could turn undead. I didn't realise you could make them blow up.
Oh, I can, but yeah.
What was that? Oh no! What the fuck's this now? Why is it opening everything in the world? It's just like literally fucking open 1,000 things for no reason.
Why can't you just do one thing? The one thing I asked you for.
I feel like there was Why would that is not even anywhere fucking near. Right, that's not going to help. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I think I know where I got the stat block from now. There.
Okay. Bow, bow.
Okay, why is it? It would have been better if I had the fucking. Yeah, anyway. Right. Okay, got it. So it's a wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah.
It was a 2 on its wisdom save, so it does. So it's going to flee anyway, no matter what. Although it was already doing that. However, it is not destroyed.
What? Okay.
It failed, but it's not a low enough CR to be immediately destroyed by that. However, let's say the kind of like slow, steady, like of its approach, and then slowly turning around and walking away, is hastened somewhat as it makes its way back a lot quicker than it came. However, other than Borgin probably looking a bit shook, they just seem to leave and go back into the city, unless somebody else wants to do something whilst they're there.
No.
No.
Nope. Okay. So they seem to turn back and disappear over the bridge and off into the distance, as far as you can tell. Over the next few minutes, you pick your way over the rest of the weirdly twisting and turning bridge until you crest like the midsection. So you can now see over until you can see the main gates of the city, which are equally ruined, twisted round by vines and various vegetation and stuff growing there. Borgin, you're the first one to see it as you crest. That kind of midway point of the bridge. There is what appears to be a giant skeleton or zombie or something stood outside the gate. So this bridge leads right across and almost straight up to the gate, okay? There's like a small... no, actually, no, it does. Hang on. I have to refer to my sketch. Alright, so there is... From the end of the bridge to the main gate, maybe a walkway of about 50 feet, and stood in the middle of that, looking in this direction, or seemingly facing in this direction at least, is some form of undead giant.
Like something from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, probably.
Across the
Yeah.
bridge, when you got a boss, then you got a gate behind it. It's like.
Yep. The gate's open behind it. They're torn off. There's only one.
All right, then
There's only one section of the gate still attached.
We'll do what
The other bit's gone.
We'll speed run it. We'll just run past it.
Alright, okay, crack on. You could try that. Yeah, so you crest the midway point, and there is opposite you this fucking giant stood. So if we say, hang on a minute, let me just let's do a quick fucking map. It's not necessarily going to be fuck it, hang on. We'll use the same one, but we'll just move. What did I say? So it was about 50, 10, 20. I can't fucking maths. 30. So roughly, let's say that's where the bridge roughly. I'm just again. It would be straighter, obviously, because you know dwarves don't build wobbly lines, although elves do because they're fucking weird. And I'd say, how long did I say the bridge was? 110. It's fine. So we're probably we're probably correct. Like, oh fucking, I'm on the wrong layer.
Around here-ish.
No, I think no, because this is like, so this is the gate where we're stood now. Yeah, this is the gate. Yeah, this is the end of the bridge. All right, and we're probably stood about. We've just crested the midsection of the bridge, so we're probably about here.
Okay.
And you can see down here where we're all stood, which we're going to move from. We're going to go like this. So we say probably about there. There is. If I can fucking find the token. Hang on a minute. Do I not have a fucking... Oh, come on. Hang on, 2 seconds. I have got a fucking token here somewhere.
It just lost it.
Yeah. Why isn't... Oh, right. It takes a minute. So it stood about there. Can you see that? I've got it on the right fucking layer at least?
Yeah.
It's a giant. Undead. Seems to be parts of it bound together with fucking vines and other such vegetation that you can see. Well, you probably can't really tell that from this distance. It's not stood like that though at the minute. It's just stood there with a giant axe at the side of it. Big horny fucking helmet on his head. Standing 15-20 feet high in the middle of the road. Seems to be blocking your way. Green glow behind the eyes. Green glow in the centre of its chest. We need to roll initiative.
Oh no!
As you crest the top of the bridge, and I'm guessing Borgin calls out. Oh, what was the? Have I got the?
Oh,
Fucking...
that's good for me.
He's not opened the thing yet. I don't think it counts.
No,
No, you need to do it again.
sorry. I can change. I can change it to that if that. I can change it to that if that's your best one. That one.
It was 11 anyway.
Right, 2 seconds. I need to.
Didn't like that, did it?
Character. Where's? I ain't got fucking what's the name's page open either. All these things I could have been doing instead of chatting shit earlier.
Oh.
Sophia's gonna die.
I was gonna die.
Sophia's gonna
On
die.
my watch.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
No, it should probably be on the floor. I mean, that's normally where people are when they die.
I've been on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not saying everybody dies every time they go on the floor. I'm just saying it's normally where they die. I have absolutely, most definitely not saved all the fucking encounters that I had set up potentially for this. Oh well. I just need to find its fucking stat block, which is not that difficult, is it?
Then I could go pee while you got.
Yeah. Go, if anybody needs to go and get a drink or anything, just go and fucking or a piss or
I've
whatever.
got
Go and do that.
that.
Right. What?
No, I've cocked that up. So Worm is on 16. Whatever.
That's what she normally does, right?
Go?
Yeah, but she never really manages to do anything. Does she?
No,
Right, hang on a minute. Let me
that's
just. I just need to double check that I've got. Right. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Okay. I've used the wrong fucking token. It don't fucking matter. It's there now. Right, Sylphina. So I'm guessing Borgen, first one to see this, like calls something out, right? I assume
Yeah.
that's why everybody fucking reacts to it. Sylphina, hearing that, is going to get to somewhere where she can fucking see. So probably about there. What's that? 10, 20. 30. Yeah, okay, she can fucking shoot that far. And if not, I've decided she can. And she is going to try and take a shot with her short bow, which is a range of 320 feet, so I'm pretty certain she can shoot it from there. I don't think she gets a sneak, does she?
With a bow.
Did she get a sneak from?
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay.
Unless it
Yep.
knows.
So she actually, it just kind of It flies down. It's more of there's more flesh on this than there was on the skeleton that you fought earlier. So for those of you that know about these kind of things, I don't know how many of you do other than probably Sir Gregory and maybe Borgin and Shin. Like this is probably more of a zombie than a skeleton, but you're not sure. You're not sure what the fuck's going on. It's some kind of undead, and it sinks. It just sinks right into its fucking thigh. It doesn't seem to even fucking flinch. Yeah. However, next up, I think that's the end of her, so she can't really do much. So, Worm. You hear Borgin call out, there's some fucking weird undead giant thing in front of you. What would you like to do? Right, so bear in mind this is also considered rough terrain as well.
Okay, so
although hang on, you've got spider climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. You're not gonna fall, are you? Whole fucking bridge could turn over. You'd be all right.
That's it doesn't say it's difficult terrain. It's only not difficult if it's webs. So even that is like a dash because that's 6 movement.
What?
I've moved 6. I've moved.
Oh,
feet,
right. You have actually dashed anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I got you. Okay. Is there anything you can do from there? Oh yeah, 'cause you can dash as a bonus, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything.
All right. Okay. So Gregory.
Well, he can only do 5, 10, 15 feet.
Fucking moths.
No, he can dash, so he's going to run 5, 10, 15 again, so he's going to get to there.
Okay. No worries. Vorak. It's difficult, because it is difficult for terrain for him. I think he doesn't have anything he can tell him. I think that's fucking worth it. No, he just wants to get to. He's just going to try and move and see what the fuck's going on. What it is that Borgin's fucking chelping about. I've got 40 feet of movement, so I'm going to do 10, 20. Probably just about see from there, but he's going to get a bit closer. Yeah, I'll get to about here, I think, with a dash. That's about right. Yeah.
As he passes me, I'm gonna unwrap my little strap that I got from Worm. And I'm gonna tie it to Vorak and cast Freedom of Movement so he's not affected by difficult terrain.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll let you. Is that like a bonus? Is that like
I'm sure I can do that as an action.
No, I don't think you can because you can't do a reaction against the friendly, and you can only do reaction against an
I
enemy.
wanted to do that.
So you can't. Yeah,
you'll have to do that. You'll have to move up and do that.
Yeah,
You can say that. You can say you did it. You can say you did it as I went past, but it will have to be part of your move.
Because I can move after Shin, so let's.
yeah. So you could do it, but you just can't.
It just has to be part of your
Yeah.
move, essentially. Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
do that, essentially, the rest he'd get like another 20 movement or something now or something.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I just.
All right. Shin. What would you like to do? Bearing in mind this is rough terrain, and I don't think you have the ability to move freely over, unless you do. I don't know. Oh, also Shin.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's vegetation, isn't it?
Yeah. So all this time, Shin walking to the back with Vorak behind him, or just in front of him, or wherever he fucking was. A lot of the vegetation has actually been curling up and pulling away from you. However, at this point, that sword on your back is going fucking mental, because there's twice it's seen fucking undead now. And you haven't drawn it. That voice is screaming in your head for you to pull that sword and start fucking murdering shit. And there's now, you've just been told, an undead fucking giant ahead of you, and that sword wants all of that. And blood. So what would you like to do?
So my movement speed's 40, so I
No,
can
it's
move-
not.
No, it's
No.
20.
Because
No,
because
it is
yours-
because it's reduced. But
Right,
so
okay,
he's just saying that. All he's saying is it's 40, so he's down to 20. Yeah.
yeah, but his sword kills everything. So if he starts running forward, surely
it's not. It has to be like under like a CR of 1 or something, doesn't it? Hang on. How the fucking hell is this sword now? What have I,
it just
what
says
have I
any
fucking done?
plant, doesn't it?
I can't remember. I'm just going to look now. My homebrew creations. Why did I do?
You homebrewed something. Oh, that'll never come. And yeah, I'll give him that because that's
No,
never
no,
gonna
everything's
happen.
gonna bite me in the fucking ass. I fucking did it.
No, it's
Um,
gonna bite you in the ass. It's
You
gonna
deal
bite
1
Liam in the
d6
fucking-
necrotic damage to any plant you touch that isn't a creature. Creatures with a challenge. Oh, it's only if you touch them.
So it's every time he touches, puts his foot on the floor, presumably.
No, because it's not all. There's vines. You're not walking over vines all the way. There's ways around doing that.
All right.
But there's vines like they're kind of all around different parts of the bridge now. So you could just walk on them and fucking kill them if you wanted to. I mean, you might lose sections of the bridge if he does that. So that's creatures with a challenge rating of 0, as well as plants that aren't creatures, drop to 0 hit points when within 10 feet of the artifact. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So
Right,
there would be
so
a bubble of
There
10
are
feet
okay.
of
So
something-
for the sake of this, because I'd forgotten about that part of the swords. There has been vegetation dying as you've moved across this bridge, plant life dying. However, some sections haven't. Some of the thicker vines and thorny branches that are out here haven't. But there has been a thing like let's put it this way: it's a good job that the Shin was walking back, because there have been small sections of the bridge that have fallen away because of the plant life that were actually holding them together. I forgot that would have been really cool to talk about earlier. Anyway, Shin, what are you doing?
So I can move 2 squares.
No, it says that you can move 20 feet, but these are 5-foot squares. It's yeah, it's just
Oh.
it's difficult terrain because it's moving around and shifting and stuff.
Sprint to here.
Okay. Alright.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, Sharag, what would you like to do?
Alright.
Bearing in mind your movement's restricted, but I think you've got pretty good walking speed anyway.
I have 45, but if I'm hovering, does that remove my
Oh yeah,
rough terrain?
because you're flying then, aren't you? Hang on.
Yeah, if I go into the thing.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I do the thing. Do I have the thing? I gotta fix the thing.
Okay, so Sharag goes full storm.
I go
Avatar?
storm.
Is that an action or a bonus action to go storm?
Let me double check. Oh my god, there's so much text on this fucking thing. I think that's an action.
I can bring it up if you want. What's it? It's Girdle of the Stormlord, isn't it? Have you? Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an action.
It should say. You can use an action to become a Storm Avatar for 1 minute, right? So that's your action, yeah?
Yeah.
But then you can move freely for the rest of your turn. Well,
But
that's
I'm
all
not
sure.
sure I can do the thing that I wanted to do. So...
well, no, because you've used that. What is it? A bonus action to cast a spell, or
Hold on, I'm
action?
looking for it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, that's an action. But
Oh.
I can still move. So let's see. 10, 20, 30. That's still far away, so that's as far as I can go. But I'm
Well, I'm assuming I'm assuming you've not done that thing with Vorak.
No,
I
because you
didn't
can
do that. No,
do the
that was an action.
Yeah, so you've got a flight speed of 30. Oh, right, you've got a flight speed of 30 feet.
Yeah, so I shouldn't be.
So you can
impaired
move
by
30 feet. You can move
difficult
30 feet freely. You can't move
Yeah.
your because that's a specific flight speed, not on foot. On foot you can move quicker.
Yeah, but if it's difficult terrain, it's better for me to fly than.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Right, Borgen. What would you like to do as everybody starts moving forward and around you to start tackling this giant stood in the middle of the fucking road?
I move to here, pull my bow out.
And
yeah.
And I will
Just waves it in the
Come
air.
on.
Ah, go away and dead. Ooh, okay, that does hit, I think. Hang on, just double check. Yeah, that does hit. Good shot, so that's 18. You got a second shot? As the first one sinks into some of the fleshy area on its chest. Yeah, and the second one not far after it, into the almost the exact same spot. Yeah, good shooting.
He's got 2 nipples.
Okay, you want either side of the chest to stick it out of it. Doesn't seem to flinch though, just seems to like take it and then starts to lumber forward as Wolfie has his turn.
He seems happy he's got 2 nipples now. 2 nipples again.
Yeah, after he lost them where they fell off.
Close.
yeah, just bounce back to where
Yeah.
it was.
Okay. With that, 2 seconds. So the first thing, so it's it. That's turn. Where is it? Okay. First person it saw was Borgen. Sticking his head over there. So as you're all moving forward and like starting to sprint forward and stuff and get yourselves into position or clamber over the fucking terrain that's shifting under your feet, the giant bends down, seems to scoop something up, and stands up. And suddenly, out of nowhere, just as you all like starting to get into position, and Borgen takes his 2 shots. Shoot, shoot! As it finishes standing up, it's holding like basically a whole like half fucking it's holding a huge section of the road from under its feet, and it just fucking launches it at Borgen.
Yeah.
Can't touch us.
That is. Hang on. I hope that's fucking rolled now. Come on. Why is it being slow? Why? Oh.
I don't know.
That's a 29 to hit, and it does 33 bludgeoning damage. So you're like, look at that. Oh shit, as there is a fucking boulder going flying towards your head. And
Jesus.
just about here. Hang on. Oh no, so Gregory sees it from about here. Just sees this boulder appear. And then just slam into Borgen next to him.
Jesus.
And then, I think, is that it? It's going to start. Yeah, I think it's going to move forward. Yeah, it will. So, 10, 20, 34. Oh, no, 4. No, I can't fucking. Oh, fuck it. It gets to there. It gets to there because that's not rough terrain over there. And just before Sylphina's next turn, I would like everybody on the outer edges of the bridge, so that would be the twins, Sylphina, and Shin, to make dexterity saving throws, please. As vines from either side of the bridge start to move in your direction and lash out towards you. Oh, so Shin.
Damage roll because I think I have advantages.
There will be. Basically, the vines are going to try and attack you, and you need to try and dodge them.
Hold on.
So-
I have a thing for that.
I got a thing for that. Was that actually? I didn't do a saving throw on that, did I? I just rolled dexterity.
Plus 3 then not in cap that you can add your shield AC bonus to dex saving throws against a spell or other harmful effect that's
Oh,
target.
I mean, it doesn't help me anyway.
It
Right,
doesn't
okay.
target only me.
So you need to do you can add your shield to it, is what you're saying, yeah?
Add your shield to that.
Ah, shit. Right, okay. So, first of all, Sharog, the one that comes lashing out towards you is a thorny one, and you get pricked, taking that many damages. However, it fucking burns. Where those pricks hit you, you expect it to sting a bit, right? Those big thorny bits like just jabbed into you. They're quite long thorns on these spines as well. That's just like slaps itself around your fucking leg. But you weren't expecting the burning sensation afterwards, and you can see like little bits of that fucking black tarry liquid just seem to be stuck to your leg in the places where it hit you.
Oh, wait. Can I do a thing? I can do a reaction to something. Hold on.
No,
Go on, yeah, just.
I don't know. I mean, that is it. You're not going to take further damage. It seems to burn your skin. Like the initial damage was like, oh fucking hell, that hurt, bastard thing. Do you know, like when you walk into like a fucking, I don't know, thorny fucking bramble bush or something? You're like, fuck. And then, but it's the burning afterwards that seems to do the most damage. But that's as much as it does. But there are like little holes in your legs where it fucking hit you. Sophina is going to also be struck. However, hers isn't.
Wow, leave my girlfriend alone.
She takes 19 bludgeoning damage as it just smashes into her and nearly knocks her to the fucking ground. Wow.
Yeah.
And Vorak is going to take the same, and he hasn't raged. So let's see what happens to him, shall we? Now he's fucking raging. Now he's going to fucking rage, because that is... Okay, with that, it is Sylphina's turn, who, after almost being smashed into the floor, she's like, oh, fuck. She's going to step away from the edge of the bridge. Seeing that thing lumbering towards us all, she's like, no, I'm going to just stand here. Because she's not stupid. She saw that people on the outside of the edge of the bridge got fucking hit, so she's moving away from the outside edge of the bridge. She's going to move to there, and she's going to try and take another shot. Because there's not... She don't want to get close to that thing. It looks dangerous. Don't know who's up next. Who's up next?
Worm.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
okay.
you,
She
babe. Look
got her
at
eye
you.
Yeah, look at her.
Uh-huh.
She's doing something today after I slated her earlier. Whoa! What'd you like to do? As this thing suddenly moves, like, launches a fucking massive boulder, then starts shambling towards everybody.
I'm gonna get there, and then I'm gonna hold my action, waiting for that to get a bit closer.
So you're holding your action until it moves again, basically, until it moves in this direction. Right, okay. Hang on a minute. Right, yeah, okay. Sir Gregory, what would you like to do?
He's gonna run, so he's gonna run past Worm.
Right, okay.
Dash.
Alright, okay. Right, is that the end of his turn? Yeah, because he's dashed, right? Yeah. Vorak is going to rage. Probably a bit early, but he got hit, so he's not happy. So he's going to rage, so I'll mark that off because apparently I'm supposed to do that. And he is going to 10, 20. I'm going to launch. Yeah, I think he's going to launch a javelin from there.
Can't you do that
Yeah.
big jump? How far is
Probably
that big
can.
jump?
Fuck. Okay, I keep forgetting to add that to my fucking character sheet. So that's Tasha. Oh, fuck.
It's like 20 or 30.
It's quite significant.
It's
So
not more. It depends on your strength or something.
yeah,
Sources, Tasha's, Cauldron of Everything. Barbarian. Optional class features. Pounce take as part of the bonus action you take to enter your rage, you can move up to half. You can move up to half your speed. And so it's a jump, is what it is, because it's an instinctive pounce. So I could jump. I could do that and then rage here, then jump another 20 feet. Right? Is that right? Because I'm
Yeah.
jumping. I'm not traveling across the ground.
so you could
I could
so you
land
could
right here.
dash, because that's your movement action is 20. You could dash for another 20. You could use your bonus action to rage, and then you could jump another 20. So you could get 60 foot of movement. You'd land and you wouldn't be able to do anything, but you could get 60 foot of movement there.
I think he probably would. I think he'd get in its face even if he couldn't fucking do anything, wouldn't he? Because he just got hurt, and that's coming towards his friends. And he doesn't like that. So yeah, so that's 20. So I'm 20 there. So dash. Yeah, so I could jump them. Bam! Kid, what would you like to do? Oh, hang on.
We're
Oh, no,
gonna
shit,
get
you
into
managed to dodge
combat,
the point,
and
that's
I'm
smashed.
gonna have to tell you that I'm falling asleep. So
It's just we'll call it quits after this fight because it is getting quite late. And then next week or next time we'll move into the city.
3, 4. And then I sprint to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Sharog, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Can move 30. So do more than that. Let's see what we got in an arsenal. I can't use the undead thing again because I used.
Oh, can you not? Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'll tell you now, it wouldn't fucking work against this.
No.
You might be able to turn it because it doesn't have much in the way of wisdom, but you're not going to be able to fucking destroy it.
Let's see. I don't have much. Most of my shit is like healing or holding or. I need to set up. a
Oh,
thing.
hang on.
No, I don't have. Hold on, then.
You haven't got like what's it called? What's the fucking cantrip?
I
Like radiant blast or radiant fire or radiant.
No, I
something.
don't have that. I have Sacred Flame.
Yeah, sacred flame. That's
Yeah, I can.
radiant
do that.
damage, isn't it?
Let's see.
It's something. It's better than fucking nothing. I mean, it might save against it, but probably fucking
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, but I can't do much more. Alright.
Better than nothing. Can't you shoot a fucking bolt of lightning at it? Isn't that a thing you can do?
You fucking can. Hold on.
So what are you doing? Are you gonna tickle it with
Hold on,
five
hold on.
damage, or are you gonna shoot a lightning bolt in its face?
Hold on. I need to look at my inventory for that.
it's 4d6 or something. It's just up the screen.
Yeah, you just did it a minute ago. Because it's your avatar form, isn't it?
Yeah, make a struck for lightning. It's a 3d6. 15 dex saving throw.
Right. Wait, I can't imagine it's gonna make that, but we'll try it. Oh no, that's right. I was looking at his strength, not his dex. I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense.
Well,
Yeah,
Um,
awakened. It should be 4d6.
no, it's 3d6.
If you look, if your strength score becomes, if the storm avatar's lightning is 4d6 if it's awakened.
Really?
Yeah, it
Yes,
says your
that's
storm
the thing at the
avatar's
bottom.
lightning strike deals 4d6. So it's you just roll another fucking d6. It rolled a 9, so it definitely didn't make the fucking save. So what was
So 1d6.
just one more d6? Yeah. Yeah, so that's 16. But I'll say way better than fucking. It just flies forward full of storm mode. That does rocket. Doesn't like that. Borgen, What would you like to do after you've been smashed into the fucking... Oh no, what did you... Oh yeah, you got smashed by a boulder. God did that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't knock them prone. That does it?
Yeah.
No,
it-
They just
you'd
take bludgeoning
think it
damage
would.
from it. It's like, really, this little elf boy gets fucking smacked with a massive boulder, and he's just like, instead of like,
Fine.
go on then, what do you want to do?
so that's how you want to play, is it?
You shoot two little puny arrows at me, hits you with a fucking mountain. Oh,
you fucking crit as
shit!
well. What the fuck?
I mean, you could have rolled a better crit, but what?
It
What?
says 10 plus nothing.
Yeah, because it's not a
sharpshooter,
roll
just an
damage, it's
extra
just a straight damage, yeah.
You don't get like
You
Next
only
20.
you crit damage affects the dice rolls. So anything you roll a dice on after you crit, or when you crit, counts. But
Okay.
like the sharpshooter is just a flat, so it wouldn't affect my rage, for example, because I
it
just
does
do like
affect
2 or
sneak
something.
damage.
Yes, because he rolls fucking dice for it. So that's why rogues and shit are dangerous, and paladins actually, because of smite.
Oh, good thing you have
But still, I mean that's still 21 damage. That's still fucking
Yeah, but those were just one shot though.
yeah. And that
The
one
other
smashes straight into the fucking. Actually takes one of its fucking glowing green eyes out that aren't there, but it goes straight into that socket where it was, and rocks its head back a bit as it's just been blasted by lightning. It almost falls over backwards. What would you like to do? I think you got another shot, haven't you?
It does. Liam, you have another shot.
Hello. Just reading something.
I mean, you might as well take the shot because as an attack action, you take 2 shots.
Hmm.
So.
No, it's, looking at the ability the bow does.
I don't think it. I mean,
It's entangling.
I don't think it does a lot at this level, does it? Oh, you mean because yeah, but you can't do that though, because that's an action to do that, isn't it?
No, when you make an attack with first, you can declare it an oracle shot.
Right, but that's just so you can see where. Do you want to see inside its fucking skull? Is that what you want to see? Or you on about the? Isn't there a bramble shot? But isn't that later though?
Yeah, I've heard later.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much at this point that you can do that's extra. Extra. Nice. You did almost as much damage on that as you did on your crit. But good damages. That thing is fucking almost staggering over backwards now because it's been hit so hard. Wolfie, what would you like to do?
Little Wolfie.
Bones.
And he howls.
Ow! Is that a pack thing?
No, it's the flavour. Because the wolf.
If he keeps doing it, it fucking might be. Is that's his move? That's as much as he can do, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think it should be because we're his pack.
Oh, well, look.
So you're saying it's wolf is a bard then? And his
As thing, he's gonna give everybody inspiration every time he howls.
Yeah.
Well, look. Just keep throwing the ideas out there. Something might stick. He's gonna level up soon, surely, right? I don't know.
Well, he's still
Oh,
level
we're not-
1 at the moment, and
player.
we're all level 10.
Yeah, but he's not been off the fucking boat. He's growing though. He's a growing boy. That's the thing. He's just leveling up as he grows.
Oh,
He's just.
God, he's gonna be so big eventually.
He's already bigger than Worm, and probably as big as Borgin now, because Borgin's short. Elf. My turn.
Goliath for long.
Ooh.
No.
Interesting. He will. He's just gonna fucking. Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't know. Gonna use its freezing stare
What?
on. Fucking what's his name? Vorak. Me. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shouldn't he have advantage on that because of his things?
No, I don't get it. Have I got? If I do it, it automatically roll it. No, I don't. What for? Because of the cold resistance.
Yeah.
No, I just take half damage. Which I do take the damage, so that would be half a 28. Half. Fuck, why can't I do maths? 14. Jesus. Remember that when I said earlier, like I can do maths. Staring at the screen, like, oh. That is, however. Oh wait. Oh no, I don't take any. Oh no, I failed to save. What? The target must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or take the damage, and be paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
Oh no!
Oh, why did I do that to me? Why to me?
Is there in your face?
Oh shit. Until the end of its next turn. Is it right? So hang on, right. The target must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or take 10d6 cold damage, and be paralyzed until the end of its next turn. So is that the end of the zombie giant?
No, it's
turn,
your
or is it
turn.
the end of
So
my
your
turn? So I'm
turn,
paralyzed. So I'm fine then, really. I just can't do anything on my next turn.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So your next turn is like he's shaking off the cold, and then
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah,
you can
okay.
do, and then
Yeah, so you just see Vorak kind of like, oh shit. Sylphina.
Go, babe, go!
Yeah, I think she's just gonna keep fucking. She's gonna keep away from the edge and take her. Just keep taking those shots. It seems to be working today. Roll it. Okay. Oh yeah, just yeah. Does she still get sneak attack?
yes.
Fuck me.
Is there in combat with her, the thing? Is that how it works?
Right.
No, it's just ranged attacks get sneak attack.
Oh. I thought someone had to be in.
No. It's,
No, because she's also a swashbuckler, which means
Yeah.
basically a swashbuckler can get fucking advantage. You can
Okay.
get a sneak attack each round normally, unless
Yeah.
something weird is going on.
Swashbuckler.
Yeah, but he's a better swashbuckler than
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah, but that's just her gear is shit.
Yeah, and also he's using a hand crossbow and a one-handed weapon, which means he can or he's using weapons that he can wield one in each hand, so he can get two attacks off if he
I need
wants to.
to
if he's
take
close.
Sophina shopping, that's what it is.
She just needs to be not scared to get into a fucking melee fight because she can take two attacks then. Worm, what would you like to do?
is this still at the point of it being difficult terrain? Yeah.
The difficult terrain stops roughly where Shin and Sharog are, so yeah. So now you're out of difficult. I'd say this is like
Yeah, but that's my movement. So,
yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah, screw it.
Phew.
it misses. Unfortunately,
Yeah, well, I'm just looking back at the sneak attack. What is that? Is that
Yeah, look,
nearly
the
max?
sneak attack is so
6-1-6-6-6.
that
Jesus.
one fucking ruining it for you. That's scary because 30 is max, isn't it? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. That also,
No!
unfortunately, sorry, Worm. So
It has
Gregory,
to happen sometime. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. I mean,
You know, just once.
You gotta let-
every
you
now
gotta
and
let
again,
other
you
people
fail
have
to
fun.
perform, but you know.
only once. Weirdly, when I was 18. I mean, what the fuck's all that about? Oh, what? Oh, right. Sorry, Sir Gregory's turn.
1, 2, 3. So I'm now out of it, but that's all the movement again.
Can you not blast it with something? Can you not just
Smite,
give it like a? Can you not just give it like a I don't know, a radiant stare or something? I don't know.
Smite was a ranged thing.
No, it goes with an attack, doesn't it? You like add it to your attack when you hit, sort of thing.
However, you are within. Oh no,
Let's
you're not
see
gonna.
it.
You're not gonna be scared because you're within 10 feet of me or something or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, there's something like that, but I'm not scared anyway. It's not the fear that's paralysing me. It's the ice I'm encased in.
Yeah, there's not really anything I can do.
Okay. I'm just gonna shake it off apparently. So
Check it off. Check it
yeah,
off.
oh shit! I know I got attacked, so I don't lose my rage. Thank fuck for. Oh no, I went past Shin. What a shame. Sharog. Alright, Shin, what do you want to
What is
do?
Shin doing?
You are out of difficult terrain at this point, so you can move. As long as you're moving towards that direction, towards the gate, you're free to move.
Yeah, Shin moves to here, draws a sword, and uses Crimson Rig.
Good job and all. Is there some fucking something that has to be done with that?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that's it. Just has to. It just has to get flood, doesn't it?
Ah,
Yeah.
this fucking
Okay. So you, what's your undead shit? There's some undead shit with it, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I can't remember what it.
In fact, just by so Gregory can't do anything, so he just does dash, just runs there. I realise he could just use it as a dash, couldn't he?
Kill
Anyway.
Shin! I mean, what? He's evil. Kill him.
Oh, right. So you score a crit,
I do
On a roll
two. I
19
two
or
every
20,
time.
then deal extra damage to it. That's the only undead thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you even fucking hit it? No. Oh, 26 to hit. Yeah. What was that roll? 15. It takes all the damage though.
16.
16. Yeah. It is looking fucking battered. This thing. That's
Extra 3.
Yeah. It is looking done in. That also hits for another 15. Yeah. This thing is.
Oh no.
Oh,
Extra 19.
oh. This thing is looking fucked. Sharok, what would you like to do?
Oh, and the right is
I
fire,
can-
by the way.
I don't think fire has any additional effect. Hang on, let me just.
It doesn't,
double
but I thought let's say make that specifically said, so then.
check. Or sometimes you get weird shit with undead.
Over here.
Right. Oh, yeah, that would affect it if it died. Technically, or if it went down. But anyway. Alright. You can fly at its head height as well. You're the only person that can hit it in the head. With a melee weapon.
I'm gonna try and.
Actually, technically, you
strike
could be
it
above it. You don't even have to do that. You could be above us. You could be in the same space.
Yeah, like above its head and like trying to strike down.
Yep.
Trying to.
I
Yeah.
definitely did. Okay,
That's
so this is interesting because that definitely hits. It definitely kills it in its hit. I'm guessing the divine bit is radiant, right?
It should be.
The divine strike must be radiant,
Yes.
surely.
Yes, definitely.
Right. In that case, then, not only do you crush its skull with your blow from your, or split its, like it probably shatters because it's a fucking skull, isn't it? And it's cold. Not only do you shatter its skull and the lights go out, but it also doesn't rise again because radiant damage makes sure that can't happen.
Ah,
So-
yes.
Yeah, so you just with that Shark flies after all that like everything coming in from everywhere. Shark flies in and smashes its skull in half, and it just collapses.
It's dead.
There's bones, bits of rotting flesh, and everything, all just in the middle of the fucking road there.
Ah, love it.
However, you're fairly certain it is dead and not going to get back up.
Gregory extends his sword and then puts it back in again. He's like, fuck's sake.
This is what happens when you have two holy people. But I don't see myself as holy. That's the thing.
Well, you've actually got a group that's pretty Well, yeah, but you are. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a weird one, isn't it? Because that is that I will call it that for tonight because it is gone 12 o'clock and people are getting tired, and it's a good place to call it at the end of a fight. But it is a weird one, isn't it, for you? Because like technically your lightning and storm abilities all come from Cord, who is a god.
Yeah, but it's not like
But
holy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but technically it is because it's imbued on you by a.
It's
God.
not like probably not like Sir Gregory that has probably another deity.
Well,
He.
his would also be. I mean, even if it wasn't technically radiant damage from the god that he gets it from, it would be fire anyway. So he'd be setting shit on fucking fire. So either way, with against undead, it's still going to be extra fucking good.
Mhm.
However, we'll leave it at that tonight because I think that's a good place to leave it.
That's so good, and they didn't still get to kill shit.
Look, there's a whole fucking city to get through, full of fucking undead
Yeah, I know.
that his sword wants to kill. So we're trying to make him run off and fucking murder everything, so that he might get himself killed, and that'll be his fault, not mine. I didn't time to pick the sword up. Wait.
Yep. Nor did we. Nor did we. No one told him to pick up on himself.
Might have nudged him in that direction a little bit.
I
but
think
that's the
actually you
thing.
said, why don't you just pick it up? Are you yellow or something like that? And he said, no, I'm going to pick it up. That's the way I heard it.
You weren't there because I whispered it.
That's,
was like, hey,
that's what I
that's what-
heard. That's
you
what I
gotta pick
heard.
it
I'm
up.
sticking to my story. Good night.
Okay, good night, mate.
Good night, guys. Have
Yeah.
a good one.
Night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Alright, I'm off for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. We will Warcraft. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.